everybody. So if any of you have seen any of my other videos, one of the common threads is that most of my topics are about past traumas, like things that I'm currently going through therapy to work through them. And so I'm kind of mostly on the other side of a lot of this stuff. Occasionally I've done one of something that I'm actually currently going through, and this is one of those videos. I was inspired. I'm going through photos of me, or just photos, and I see this one picture of me, and I'll post it, but I look so sad in this picture, and my first thought was, this is exactly how I felt for most of my childhood. This picture is describing that. But the thing is that picture is unique. Like, if you look at any of my other photos, you will see me smiling, you will see me laughing. I was an expert at putting up a facade of everything's okay. I had to be strong, and I couldn't show weakness. I don't know if part of that was just growing up in the Bronx, or maybe me being gay, or like a combination, probably. But yeah, I could not let anyone see me cry, and that didn't happen. It was very rare. Like, usually only like whenever my parents were gotten into like a physical domestic thing, I would cry for that, just because it always turned into this thing where the cops were called, and and so yeah, outside of that, you never saw me cry. And as I got older, the one thing that I noticed that would happen is that if I saw a movie, oh my gosh, I could cry like that. My number one movie is The Color Purple, and it may not even be like the saddest part of the movie. Actually, it's not sad, it's actually a happy scene at the end, and maybe I'll post a little clip of that. There's something about her voice, the way that she shrieks in that one part, that gets to me every time. And I don't know if you guys, if you ever have those aha moments where you think something becomes super clear to you. For me, I remember I'm watching this movie, I'm alone in the house, that scene comes on, I start to cry, which is to be expected. But the thing is, I was crying like uncontrollably, like loudly crying. I had to go outside of the house to get air, but I mean, just audibly, loudly, physically, everything. The dam was broken. and just, yeah, it was one of those things that as I'm going through this, I'm thinking, something's not right here. Like, this is a little too much for a movie. And it's not just that one. Stepmom is another one. There's multiple scenes in there where I cry.
Telling her no woman has ever looked that beautiful. And my fear is that she'll be thinking, I wish my mom was here.
And mine is, she won't.
I've cried for like commercials. If it's a sentimental commercial, I cried even watching this cartoon. I don't even remember the name of it. I'm not a cartoon person, but it was on TV and something happened, and I cried. And it was one of those things where, like, this is not a situation where you should be crying, but something touched me and I cried. And yeah, what I realized is that I was using, like, because I didn't feel comfortable with expressing my emotions for things that were happening to me, I would use these moments to kind of let stuff go. And the thing is that I don't think that's healthy. Actually, I know that it isn't really healthy, at least to the extent to where I took it, to where I showed no emotion. for my stuff and tons of emotion for fictional stuff. And it's super important for you to be able to cry, right? For you to, whatever emotion you're going through, to express it fully. You should never hold anything in. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because, again, looking at that photo, that was a glimpse of how I probably should have looked most of the time as I was growing up. I think about that. I think about all the years that I kind of just suppressed what I really felt. And I think about how I am now that I've gone through therapy. And I've cried like in 4 or 5 different videos. And the thing is that you would think, oh, is that a bad thing? Actually, no. Me thinking about how I'm crying in my videos makes me so happy, because I know that I'm finally in touch with myself, in touch with my feelings and my emotions, and I'm processing it in a natural way. So I didn't think this would be a long video, but I did want to just make it because this is an important thing. At least it was for me. For mental health, it's important for everyone to kind of process whatever it is you're feeling. And so if any of you are in that situation that I was in, I figured maybe telling my story could help someone else. So that was the purpose of making this. So yeah, I hope you like, subscribe, but more importantly, comment. If you were me, if you are me, I would love to hear it. Bye. Oh, and I hope that you're working on it. So if you want to cry, we can cry together. You know, we can have a moment. I'm there for that. Bye.